Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're here for the first time, warm welcome. My name is Jerry Mboweni. Of course, I went from being a drug addict to homeless beggar. In fact, I live in the street for 1.5 years. I was heroin addict for 11 years. I'm currently 18 years clean. Praise God for that. So today I'm sharing from my group coaching session that I had. So this is a part 2 of how to develop a positive action habit. I hope you're going to enjoy it. Please subscribe this video and share to the people so that we can be able to share with a lot of people all of my work. I hope that this video serve you. Let me know and leave your comment down below how this video has served you. Thank you very much for always coming back and watch my video. Thank you very much for always sharing, leaving the comment. I really appreciate it. God bless you. Enjoy the video and bye for now. Whether it's changing fundamental health, production habits, getting an unhappy person to smile, feeling of energy or on a Monday, taking steps to final work on a project, have been wanting to start, we must take action. Action is the key. And I always say, start where you are and work towards where you want to be. Do not wait. Yesterday, I was at the rehab center. I was sharing with these guys and all these things. One of the guys say, you know what, I would love to go out of this place and run in the morning to do exercise, but I can't. And I say, why don't you run at the spot inside the yard? I've been doing sport running now. And I said, so for how long? I say, even if we do for a minute, start with what you have. Majority of people, they've got good idea, they've got good education, they've got, but they're waiting. Don't wait. You're gonna have to a little bit action, even a research. For example, you want to open a restaurant, don't wait until you got the money. Start researching, go to the restaurant, ask to wash dishes so that you can be close. But at least you're gonna have to take action towards what you wanted. I do this coaching, I shoot the video. Those are part of my action to the person that I wanted to be. No, one of my dreams is to have a TV show. So what I don't have now, but I have a camera and a phone. And when I started, I didn't even know how to edit. I just say I'll know, and now I know how to edit. I just do one take. If I make a mistake, I start it again. I shoot, but you're gonna have to start it. Action is a fundamental key to become success. So here are how to take a positive action habit. Number 1, pick a positive action habit. Pick a positive action habit. Number 2, visualize. Number 3, make it tiny and easy. Number 4, anchor the process. Number 5, celebrate small win. And number 6, repeat it. Repeat it to create habit. So let's go to number 1. Okay, so now it's working. First, pick a positive. The first thing to create this positive action habit, you're going to have to pick one positive action. You see, we wanted to do a lot of things. Someone will want to start, I'm going to use weight today, or someone will start to go to the gym, will start to eat correct, will start to do this thing. To develop, remember, one discipline affects another one, and one neglect affects another one in a negative way. So to you, to create this positive action habit, you're going to have to pick one habit. I know that you want 1,000 things you wanted to do it in all areas of your life, but thinking all of them in one go is going to stress you and overwhelm you. And leading into inaction, you see, because we take too much stuff. And by that time, you won't do it again. I know a lady came to me and we set up a program for them to exercise. And I said to her, just do 5 minutes, go up and 5 minutes back. It's 10 minutes, that's all. This lady started exercise and went to do the first day 1 hour. She said, I walk there until there and I come back. I said, how long did you do? She said, an hour. And I said, okay, but they said, I think it's too much. No, I feel all right. Great. 3 months later, the lady never exercised again. They took too much things, too much action. Just pick one positive action. And it could be anything. Now, you're probably going to tell me, Jerry, but this don't relate to what I want. Even if you say your new positive action is to drink a glass of water, but you came here because you want habit to save money. One discipline affects another discipline. If you take a positive action to add a glass of water in your life, it's the same discipline that helps you to save the money. Jim Rohn said, the same discipline that helps you to save the money is the same discipline that helps you to clean the garage. It's the same. It's all the same. Number two, the second thing that you need to do when you start taking this positive action habit, you're going to have to visualize your outcome desire of what you want. So I'm taking positive habit of not spending money, which is not in my book. In other words, at the end of the month, I will write all my what I need, my budget, and I make sure that I am going to spend the money which is in my budget. So now, once you do that, you start making those actions. Number two, you say you're going to have to visualize what are the reasons of this positive action habit. I wanted to save money to buy a car. Did you know that your brain cannot tell the difference between something imaginary or something real? In other words, we can imagine and trick our brain into experience the positive emotion that goes along with a positive memory or mental image. In other words, when you start this positive action, you're going to have to start it to see the outcome desire. People, they don't see the end goal, that's why they stop. So positive action, number two, you're going to have to visualize, see where you go. They conquer what they believe they conquer. Just remember it. So you're going to have to visualize in your brain. So in the visualizing, what it does, it gives you sense of that you've already achieved. I was with my new routine that I'm doing now on exercise on the spot. I don't go to the gym anymore. I run at one spot in my house not every single day, but I mean, I got some days I do body workout, some days running, but it's at my backyard in the backyard. I run is about up to 1 hour on one spot, and I listen to half an hour I listen to music, and half an hour I listen to a book. At the current moment, I'm listening to this book, The Power of the Positive Thinking, from Dr. Norman Paley. And he said, one of the things that he say that once you imagine, you visualize your outcome desire, why don't you start thanking God as if you have already achieved? So I have my own outcome desire list that I look at it and I read it loud every single night in the morning before I go to sleep. And what I do after doing that, so I've started now for almost 3 days since I got this information, I start to thank God for those things I wanted. So I thank God as if I've already got it. So I'm like, God, I thank you for this, what you've given me. I thank you for this, what you've given me. I thank you for this, you've given me. I'm telling you, that mental, your brain is experienced. So when I finish that, I experience as if I've already possess those things. It gives a sense of happy, and I smile, and it's unbelievable powerful. So understand that visualizing is very powerful towards to become, to add these positive action habits. You cannot complete the habits if you do not see where you're going. You're gonna have to see what the mind see, the body will follow. Number three, make it tiny and easy. Now that you have something you want to focus on, ask yourself, what time action can I take? So the first thing, we need to pick this action habit that we want. The second is we need to visualize. And number three, you're gonna have to make it very, very tiny. Don't start too much thing in one go. Start it very little, make it tiny. Focus on that one thing. One habit affects another one. So for example, for me, majority of the time when I stop training, I'll almost go back to bed eating. When I start to train again, I don't start eating correct and train. I'll start first going to the gym, just start anchoring that small action to anchoring that, and then from there I will start then I'll start now eating correct. You need to understand it has to be time. We take too much action and then we, in the middle of the road, we stop. Tiny little action towards what your outcome desire is powerful. Step 4 of this, the process is to anchoring the process. So anchoring the process, NLP technique involves connecting a positive emotion and thought to a specific phrase or gesture. This trains your brain to associate the positive feeling with a phrase or gesture. So this is what you have to do. Once you know what you want, once you make it very tiny, now you know what you want. The next step that you need to want it to do that will help you to complete this outcome desire without failing is to anchor the process. In other words, you're going to spend some time to try to see your outcome, visualize your outcome desire, and link with a phrase or song. So people do different things. People, for example, they will like to, they will sit and visualize themselves achieving something, and they will use phrase like "we just got started." They will use phrase that for things to change, you must be willing. All those phrases, when I use them, I am connecting with what outcome that I wanted. So have outcome connect with the phrase, or another thing, have outcome and connect with the song. So you need to spend, remember, you have to spend time working with you if you want to develop this positive action. So for example, you have a certain outcome desire that you wanted. You want to become thin and lean. And the reason of this thin and lean, because it's going to create more, you're going to become more productive, you're going to have more energy. And then you see it and you visualize yourself, you're already that thin and lean that you want to be, and you connect with the song. And you do that for a week, to listen to certain song while you visualize your outcome desire. This is what I want to do. And you're going to have to spend time to do that. In the morning, the best time. You're going to have to spend time to do that. Sorry for that. But you're going to have to connect. So now what happened after that, that song become to go for song. So every time you hear that song, it's reminding you of the outcome that you want. Let me give an example. I don't know if you've ever before went to a walk around and pass somebody, and you can smell a smell of somebody that you know, and you remember, oh, I know that. Or maybe you went somewhere and smelled the food and remind you this food was in my wedding, or this food was there, because that food, that event has been anchoring with that. So you're gonna have to anchor your outcome desire with a gesture or a phrase, certain phrase that you use. I don't know, Lynn, remember, she used to come on my my coaching, and I used to talk about the band. I've still got to use the band. The band is also linked with the negative. Lynn, you want to say something? Yes, I see you put your mic on. Let me give you.
I was going to say yes, I remember.
Yeah, and I still got these bands, because these bands, they link me with something. When something negative try to take over me, I'll quickly look at my head, and this remind me. In fact, the new one that I came here, it say overcomer. It remind me I'm overcomer, because I've anchored this bands with this out of destruction thoughts. So out of destruction for my go-to, out of destruction thought is this band. Some people, they'll say, when I get home, the first thing I go to listen to music. Or when I go home, the first thing I go to do this thing. You're going to have a to-go thing. You have to have this place that you go for yourself, that you distract those negative thoughts that come to you. That's anchor process that we're talking about. So here's your there's your 3 R's that of the habit formation. Number 1, reminder.
All right. Remember, triggers. I talk about the bend. So the bend remind me I must come out of it. Reminder. Always anchoring is when we talk about anchoring your outcome desire, you're gonna have to have a reminder of what you want. Our brain, we can forget things very quick. I mean, just today you might say, hey, I want to phone somebody, and then by 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, you already forget. Imagine your outcome desire, things that you want to achieve for. You're gonna have to have a reminder, something to go to. So maybe you have a song that you play every single day that reminds you, and that reminds you, this song tells me this is where I want to be. Have a reminder of your outcome desire that will continuously help you to carry on your action habit. Number 2, routine. The action you take, the habit itself, you're going to have to create routine every single day, over and over and over and over, and it has to be very little. Let me tell you something. This anchor process. Sometimes I'm gonna use my own, I will go to the gym and then I will stop. And then after I stop, go to the gym, I'll take some time to pick myself up to go back again. And then I'll go back again. When I go back, sometimes I don't have time. I'm saying I don't even have time to exercise, but it's been 2 weeks I haven't been. I just go there to anchor. So I just went in the gym, and it always you got something to do and you can't go, and tomorrow you got something to do, you can't go tomorrow. So what I do, I understand. So I say, let me go remind how does it feel. So I follow this routine. I go there, I come in, swipe my card. Even if I have 5 minutes, I go around the bathroom, comes out, wash my hand, and I'm done. Tomorrow you'll find yourself, you got a little bit time and you start to exercise 10 minutes and stuff like that. Before you know, you are going back to that routine. Remember the reminder, which is a trigger that you need to put it there that will help you to your habit for the rest of your life. And number 3, you're going to have to create the reward. The reward of what you're doing is what? The outcome desire. So I'm doing this thing. I am saving this thing, I'm reading this thing, I want to become this thing. What are the reward, the benefit of your gain from what you're doing, this habit? You have to see them, the benefit. Otherwise, you are going to quit. You're going to have to see the end goal, which is the reward. So you're going to create the anchor, which is the reminder. Follow the routine, even if you have, and this is very, very important. Let's say you will read for an hour. And then you find other day you don't read for an hour. 1 page will work. Don't completely do it. Don't do it. Even a 1 page will work. And after that, always focus on reward. What will the reward of this action habit? What of the reward of me drinking water? What is the reward? Some people will, whenever you tell them the deal, they'll say, what is for me? Ask yourself, what is for me if I achieve my outcome desire? What if it's for me what is for me to come to this coaching? What am I getting? Look at the reward and you will do what you wanted to do. Number 5, celebrate the small win. I like this one. You must understand, your plans can be straight, but the universe might bring their own plan on this particular job. So celebrate small win. Use this word, such a great job. Best yet to come. Keep it up. Nice effort. Praise, good work. Use the word. So you don't need to let me tell you something. You're going to have to become your best cheerleader of what you want to achieve. If you wait for the people from the outside to come and cheer you, they won't come. So start this process to celebrate your small win. Every single time you win something, you start to celebrate a small win. Start celebrate small win. I told a couple of guys, and I said to them, when you achieve this goal, in the process, what are you going to celebrate with? What are you going to do? You're gonna have to. Are you taking yourself for coffee? Are you buying yourself a pen? What are you going to do? You're gonna have every small win to celebrate. Don't wait until you achieve everything for you to start